I often have people come into my office, or when they meet me and they find out what I do, one of the things I hear over and over is, oh, I wish you could get my dad to get help. I wish you could get my mom, my brother. Everybody knows someone that's affected by hearing loss. And because so much hearing loss goes untreated, frustration is all around. So I would like to kind of address those of you who might live with someone with hearing loss. How can you help them get help? But I'm going to switch that a little bit to, you may be inadvertently enabling their hearing loss, or them trying to live with their hearing loss. So I want to point out a few things, some of your behavior that might be that enabler. Let's think about when the phone rings. Once somebody has a moderate to severe hearing loss, talking on the phone will be very difficult. So if the phone rings and your loved one always defers to you, always makes you answer the phone, that is a way where you're enabling them to stay in their place of hearing loss. Another thing that can do is every time they say what, and you repeat, and you talk louder, and now you probably talk loud all the time because you want to be heard, and the only way they'll hear you is you talking loud. Another thing that enables somebody to stay in their hearing loss is when their TV is blaring loud and you let it be. You sit there, or maybe you go to a different room and watch your TV. Little by little, your loved one thinks that how they're living their life is normal. Well, no one complains about the TV, or, well, it's fine because, you know, she watches it over there and I watch it here, so what does it matter? These are things where you're helping your loved one get through that hearing loss without getting help. But what happens when you're not there? What happens when they're not going to a social event because it's no fun? Or when they're there, you're constantly translating for them? What happens if you're not there for them? You know, we don't want to think about our destiny, but if something were to happen to you and you leave that loved one behind and you've been their hearing aid for so long, will they be able to communicate with the world around them, or will you have taken that ability away? It's in your love that you're trying to help them through it, but by doing that, they're not feeling the pain of the hearing loss. And until they feel the pain, they may never seek a solution. So this is what you're going to need to do. Just look at those ways. How am I enabling my spouse? And you don't need to make a big deal about it. Just stop enabling them. And when they're that frustrated about not being able to hear and not being able to be involved, then you can step in and hold their hand and walk them into an office and have their hearing tested. Let the hearing aid be the hearing aid. Don't be your partner's hearing aid. Be their friend and be their support and be their love, but don't be their ears. We all have our own two ears and we each need to use them.